Welcome back, everybody. We're out here today at EPCOT for the International Food and Wine Festival 2023. It's going to be a very big day. We're going to be eating a ton of new stuff, a ton of returning things, and hopefully survive this heat because we are in the middle of summer. Plus, there's supposed to be a pickle milkshake here. I don't know how I feel about that because it sounds weird, but you know I have to try it. Why don't you guys come along? Let's go make some memories together. All right, we picked up our festival passport. We got it at the entrance of the park, but you can get it at any other location that has the festival food. It's gonna have our menus and other goodies inside of it. The back of the booklet has Emil's fromage montage. It is a cheese-based collectathon challenge you can do. You basically go around the park and get at least 5 of these listed items here, and at the end you get a prize. We're not aiming to do this today because we have done it before, but this isn't gonna be our only trip out here. We're gonna have other videos where we come back out here and get other stuff that we wanted to try. So eventually we might redeem it, but it's not something we're aiming to do today. You ready to eat?
Yes.
You ready to drink? What do you think you're most excited for today?
Well, I was really hoping for the Masubi, but it's not till the 15th.
Yeah, I know. So not every booth is gonna be open today. There's, I think, 4 or 5 that are opening at a later date. So about 2 weeks from now, we'll have the other booths, which that will be one of our other vlogs.
But I probably am looking forward to the paneer again.
Ooh, from the India booth? Yeah, and those samosas from there? Oh my gosh. It's gonna be a while before we go into World Showcase. We're gonna do stuff here in the front of the park in the different neighborhoods up here, and then we'll go into World Showcase. Our first booth here is gonna be Flavors from Fire, which is just outside of the Creation Shop. Our first food item of the day is going to be the smoked corned beef. It's house-made potato chips, cheese curd, pickled onions, and beer cheese fondue. Now this was part of the fromage montage, so we did collect our stamp for it. And our other food item, which is brand new, is the chimichurri marinated skirt steak taco with crushed avocado, grilled corn salsa, pickled red onions, queso fresco, and cilantro lime cream. This looks really, really good. Mine was like hot and fresh right from the kitchen. You said you were a little disappointed with yours?
Yeah, at least compared to the picture.
Yeah, the picture had a lot more of the avocado on the bottom, but it still looks good. Got a little bit of bite of everything. Mwah. As good as ever. It is heavy, so it's not ideal for this heat, but it is so, so good. The cheese is rich, the pickled onions cut through really nicely, add kind of like a touch of coolness to it.
It's really good.
Isn't that beer cheese so good?
Yeah.
This is something I've gone back to in the same day twice because it was that good. So I'm very glad that this has remained kind of a staple at this point.
It is really good. I mean, it's steak, so it's going to be a little bit chewy.
Okay.
But it's good. It had a nice steak flavor. I think yours is obviously better, so I'd rather have that.
Well, I love that avocado lime. I'm not a fan of corn tortillas normally, but it is good. But objectively, I do think the one that I got is better. But yeah, we got a strong start to the day. Our next booth brings us here to Coastal Eats. Matt was originally wanting to get this lump crab cake, but I think he's deciding against it for today. Instead, he's gonna be getting the Cape Codder, which is Body and Blair potato vodka with cranberry, pomegranate, and lime. Sounds very refreshing on a hot day like today.
Ooh, that's nice. Even as I was taking my sip, I could smell it, and it smelled really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
You said it looks like that they put a pickle in there.
Yeah. Luckily, it looks a little bit more yellow now that I'm seeing it up close.
Oh, that is nice. It's really light. The drink is incredibly tart, though. There's a lot of sharp flavors trying to like fight for each other. One of my biggest fears with festivals is that drinks that are pre-mixed don't really have a lot of alcohol to them. You're mostly paying for the juice. Yes, there's alcohol in it, but you usually can't taste it. You can taste the alcohol in this, which is always a win. Well, we were gonna come here to the fry basket to try the new pickle fries, but unfortunately they are out. So that means probably no pickle fries today. But make sure you guys stay subscribed because eventually we'll come back out here again and try more. Well, now we're headed into the Odyssey Pavilion, which is home to the Brewing Lab, which this year is Muppet themed. You don't get a lot of Muppets here at Disney. This is also where the Pickle Milkshake is. I don't know if I'm ready for this one. Welcome to the Brewing Lab at the Odyssey Pavilion. This is a Muppets-based pavilion this time around. this counter actually counts up. I watch it change from 2 to 3 as each minute goes by.
Tangy, tasty, and
And then the counter resets back to 0. Very clever. Now we did get the peanut butter and jelly sticky wings. This is not a new item. This was here last year. As you can tell, it is peanut butter and jelly with crushed peanuts, some jelly sauce on some wings. We also got the pickle milkshake, the famous pickle milkshake at this point. Very, very busy booth here too.
Yeah, very busy. Out the door.
We also got a Cider Flight, which has 3 brand new ciders. The Tropicalata hard cider, peach berry hard cider, and the raspberry lemon hard cider. It smells like dill.
Well, it also has dill on top.
I know, but still. Okay. Now, I love pickles.
Yeah. Are those mustard seeds on top?
I think so. But I don't know how I feel about it in a drink form.
Only one way to find out.
Now, hold on. I don't know how I feel.
That is weird. It is very pickle.
I like it?
Yeah.
Question mark?
Kinda.
But I don't.
They put a little bit of like pickle juice in with like ice cream. But it's not just like vanilla ice cream. It's a little bit like sweeter almost to kind of cut that like vinegar.
I will say it's a lot for a serving, but it comes in a collectible cup. All right, we're gonna try these wings now. I've heard these work good. They're definitely peanut butter and jelly. That one's really heavy on the peanuts. I want to see if I can find one that's more jelly based. Because it's like missing that sweetness that wings have. Some more jelly based one. They're incredibly messy. That one's a little bit better.
I grabbed one that has an even coating of everything, so hopefully it's a good bite. Yeah, it's definitely peanut butter and definitely jelly. It's kind of weird.
I don't know if I'm sold on them or not. I think they taste fine.
They're fine.
But it's weird because the pickle milkshake is better.
It's better, yeah.
I know peanut butter and jelly is not like the most natural flavored thing, but it tastes too, not medicinal, but it tastes too fake to me.
I didn't get that at all. I got it like literally straight peanut butter and jelly. Like you just put it in a bowl, dip these in, and out they came.
I really want to try the ones that are over at Steakhouse 71 because those are supposed to be great.
Yeah.
I would hope they'd be better than this.
Well, yeah.
These weren't terrible, but I don't think I'd get them again.
Yeah, I definitely want to try the Scotch bonnet over these.
Oh, yeah.
If I had more wings again.
That was one that we didn't get. We might get that again at a later date. That was also brand new. But yeah, I think these are just okay.
Yeah.
So we've got Tropicalata as our first one, Peach Berry for our second, and the Raspberry Lemonade for our final one. What do you think is the top tier? Trying more for science.
I don't know. They're all actually really good. I think they're all like on the same level of like really good.
All right, I love that.
Yeah.
In typical fashion for me, I'd say probably the Tropicalata is the best because that's more of my flavor palette. It also tastes the most like a hard cider. The other ones are really smooth. That one has a nice like sharpness to it.
Yeah, I
like
can see that.
you can really taste the apple like crispness coming through. Mm. Even though I love that this is a Muppets themed area because Disney World does nothing with Muppets, it's still not enough.
Yeah.
We need more Muppets. This would have been the perfect opportunity to bring back the Muppet Mobile Lab.
Oh,
It's literally
yeah.
Dr. Bunsen and Beaker.
Mm-hmm.
Why not bring it back?
Yeah.
Maybe someday. But I'm glad Muppets are around. We need more Muppets. Noodle Exchange is one of the booths we wanted to visit today. However, it is not open yet. Come August 15th, we have this and a handful of other booths that are opening, and you know we'll be back for those. Up next, we're going to be going to the Australia booth, which is right next to Canada, and we're going to be picking up one of my personal favorites, the Lamington cake. Yellow cake filled with a raspberry filling and chocolate and coconut. Again, this is a classic to me. I get this every single year. I love coconut, I love chocolate. The raspberry works really well. It's so good. Ooh, that's so moist. I cut right through that. It's probably the best one I've had. I want to say in years past it's been more firm. This just melts instantly. You have to try this.
Usually it looks pretty dry when you cut it, but that was very spongy.
This is like fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Automatic best of the fest right there. I don't care if that this is old. This is best of the fest for me. that single bite alone.
Yeah, that cake did melt.
And you said you didn't want to get this one this year.
Well, years past has been dry.
Dry but enjoyable.
Yeah, but this, like, everything's melting on it, so it brings out the flavor.
Yum. Now, I don't know what they're doing with this location, but this was the old Starbucks when Creations and Connections was under construction. This is a brand new facade. I'm glad that they're reusing it. I don't think they've said what it's going to be, but hopefully we get this to be like a new permanent festival booth, because that would be really nice to actually have another one. Well, after Australia, I think that wraps up the front part here of EPCOT, aside from the fries over at the Fry Basket, because they weren't available, and the booths that haven't opened yet. Kind of gotten everything. So we're gonna start over in Mexico, as God intended, because you don't start in Canada, you start in Mexico. And we're gonna make our way around World Showcase now. Our first booth in World Showcase is the Mexico Pavilion. Gonna be getting the Pastel Imposible, which is layers of traditional Mexican flan, tres leches, guava, and cajeta, which is caramel. Unlike most people, I actually love flan. I think flan is delicious. The texture doesn't really bother me. And I think this is super duper cute. I'm very excited to try this. And it's a lot larger than I thought it was gonna be. Figured at $6 from the Mexico booth, because Mexico is historically really expensive, which is why like we didn't get anything else from here. This is a great size for the price. It's a lot flakier than I thought it was gonna be, which might not be a good sign. I think it's just okay. It's a lot of textures mixed together, like the really crumbliness of the cake, the gelatinousy of the flan. I don't think it tastes bad, but I think this may be a one and done for me. The caramel and fruit sauce adds kind of a nice touch to it, but I don't think
It
adds enough, right.
I think it tastes pretty good.
Like it tastes fine, but it's not anything special to me.
I also had cake that was probably touching the flan, so it was moist.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the top is really dry.
It's really dry. Okay. Yeah, this might be my first miss of the day. Not mad I got it.
But yeah, even for a miss, it's still pretty good.
Yeah, it's still flavorful because again, I like what's in it. I just don't like the final product.
Usted que mira más lejos, será mi amorcito aquel. Diles que sí, diles que no, cuando ellas quieren no quiero yo.
Right after China is the India booth, which is one of our favorites. We're gonna be getting the curry spice crispy cheese of mango curry ketchup, and I'm gonna be getting the potato and pea samosa with coriander and lime cream. I will say the crispy curry cheese, which is paneer. They actually changed the name on the menu to not be paneer this year. I don't know if that confused people.
Maybe.
Or what. The samosas look identical.
Yeah.
And they look phenomenal.
They look really good.
Yeah.
It smells really good.
It's so good. I love Indian food so much. Oh my gosh. A very heavy food for today.
Yeah.
So it's not probably the best thing to eat and then go walk around World Showcase. But these are one of my favorite things. Another thing I've gone back to numerous times in the same day, just because they're that good.
That's so good.
These feel larger than last year too.
I was gonna mention that.
They are filled to the brim. Probably best of the best for me.
Yeah.
The cheese had kind of a snap to it. It like didn't really pull in your mouth, just like broke. I keep thinking I'm gonna bite into like a mozzarella cheese stick.
Yeah.
And
It's
have
not
it
the
be that
same.
like string.
It's still good. It's not as good as the samosas, but it's still good. It has more of like an aftertaste than more of like that initial taste.
Okay. I do like that mix of sweet and spicy. It's not my favorite thing. I think it's a texture thing. The cheese is kind of funky. It's like, it's kind of a like a squeaky cheese.
Yeah.
Like kind of squeaks between your teeth. I would definitely get the samosas over that.
But they're both really good.
But yeah, they both are good. And the paneer was part of the fromage montage, so we did get a stamp for it. So remember I said earlier we weren't planning on doing the stamps. We're probably gonna end up with all 5. Maybe not today, but in general, over the festival we'll end up with all 5. Our first time trying the Kenya booth, we're gonna be getting the peri peri skewered shrimp with citrus flavored couscous. So this booth was a last minute decision for me.
Yeah.
Because I've always wanted to try it. We just never have. But I also don't want to pay the amount for shrimp.
Well, yeah.
But you do get 5 pieces, and I hate that I say that that's not bad for $7. I don't know what that is. That wasn't on the menu description, but I'm excited to try it regardless. That's not great.
Really?
That's very tough.
Oh, it smells good.
That's why I don't get shrimp. I do like the citrus inside the couscous. I like how flavorful that is. Yeah, that shrimp is 100% skip. And this isn't even new. This is something that they've always had every year. The flavor is nice, but that texture is just rough. Don't get this one. And it wouldn't be a trip to EPCOT Festival without checking in on the little train village to see that the signs have changed for food and wine. Coming into America for a new booth for 2023. We've got Flavors of America. We're gonna be getting the Italian hot beef sandwich with shaved beef, spicy giardiniera, and au jus on a French roll. Sorry, don't know how to pronounce that word, but I know it means the vegetable mix that's on top. It does look pretty good. And I'm a huge fan of au jus. I really like dipped sandwiches. Although with as much toppings as this has, I don't know how I'm gonna dip it in the sandwich sauce I pour it on, I guess.
You could take a bite of the sandwich and then sip it.
Shoot some sandwich and chase with some au jus. That is not easy to eat. That is very good. I'm very glad I got this. It could maybe use some provolone or something. I know it's probably not normal. You actually did it.
Yeah.
That's
good.
so good. I like how spicy it is at the end.
I'm trying to get that little spice.
I think my favorite thing about it, aside from just how good it tastes, that the bread is not stale. It's perfectly soft bread. This is probably one of my best, the best for sure. Right next to America, up next is the Japan booth. We're gonna be doing the beef wagyu don, traditional Japanese rice bowl with American wagyu beef over steamed white rice. We're also gonna be trying the sake passion cocktail. I will say upon first glance, that's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be for the $9.75 that it costs.
Yeah.
The picture made it look a lot larger, so that's kind of but it at least looks good.
I was also thinking it was going to be noodles. Well, don, because of udon.
It's
but-
udon and then donburi.
Yeah.
So donburi is rice.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah, it could use a yum yum sauce or something.
Also, in perfect EPCOT fashion, we are on top of a trash can. Oh, it's sweeter than I thought it was going to be. And that'd be a really good, Festival of the Holidays meal. I know it's probably not related to any kind of holiday at all, but it'd be really nice to have something like that, when it's kind of chillier out.
I was really looking forward to trying Wagyu for the first time.
Yeah.
It's really dry for what I feel like what most people say Wagyu is supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, we are at a theme park.
I know. It tastes really good too.
Oh, that is nice. It kind of tastes like a mimosa. It's like a Japanese mimosa, kind of.
Kinda. It's a lot sweeter than a mimosa.
It is a lot sweeter than mimosa, but that little tang at the end, the sake kind of tastes like brute. I think that's way better than the meal, though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In between Japan and Morocco is going to be the Greece booth. I'm here for one thing and one thing only, and that is the griddled cheese with pistachios and honey. This is a must-have for every single food and wine here. It's one of my favorite things, and it's one of the cheese stamps, so we did collect another one. I love cheese, I love pistachios, I love honey, and this all works together so well. Best of best. It makes me want another one just from that one bite.
Yeah, it's good. I like it without the honey, but I'm also just not a honey
Yeah, I'd
person.
say you don't like honey very much. I think it's wonderful.
It's still pretty good though.
And the little edges, it's not like the rind, but the edge of the cheese is extra crispy. Just like a sensation in your mouth. Coming into the Morocco Pavilion, our next stop is Tangerine Cafe, where we're gonna be getting our second cider flight of the day. We've got a fig, which is not new, raspberry citrus, which is new, and a peach party peach and black cider, which is also new. I'm gonna start with the fig. This is the raspberry citrus. Last one is peach and blackberry. That one's not my favorite. If I had to pick a favorite, it's instantly the middle one. None of them are bad. And again, amazing deal. Love doing the flights.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
Both those first two are just so good. The middle one is definitely a lot sweeter. Of all the 6 that we've had today, I would easily get all of them by themselves.
Oh, yeah, for sure. In the UK Pavilion, we have the Ireland booth. We're going to be trying the Fisherman's Seafood Pie. Strangely, there's no descriptors for this, so I don't know what's inside of it.
No.
Just seafood pie. It does look like a shepherd's pie.
That one.
It looks like a shepherd's pie. Again, another very, very hearty thing to eat on a 90-degree day.
Can't tell if this is hot or the trash can itself is hot.
Also, yes, we are trash canning it up again. That's not the scoop I thought it was going to be. That broke very easily.
It's really good though.
Really?
I think I got a piece of shrimp.
Are you glad you got it?
Yeah.
Because you almost skipped it today.
Today. I mean, I was going to be getting it and potentially in the future, but I figured might as well.
Yeah. Oh, that is nice.
Yeah. It's like very buttery.
Yeah. That's not the flavor profile I thought it was going to be at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Something there's a little tough.
The shrimp.
Okay.
They're like the little tiny shrimps.
Let's see what it is. I don't like that. Because I already have my issue with the peri-peri shrimp. But this at least tastes great.
Well, yeah.
Again, another item that'd be great either late in the festival or during Festival of the Holidays, if they had it during then. Before we continue on any further, we're entering Canada, and I want to have a memorial service for our favorite drink that did not come back, the Apple Sky Blossom. Rest in peace. We're gonna pour one out for it, okay? Appleseed Orchard, we knew you well, we loved you, you had great apple pies, you had great drinks. Alas, you are no longer here. To a good friend, where's Sarah McLachlan when you need her? In the arms of an angel. All right, let's move on. And speaking of Canada, they originally announced that a snack called a beaver tail was going to be here, and then it mysteriously disappeared. Even the booklets, our booklet doesn't even have it, but it was like a sticker they put over it to show that it was no longer going to be here. And I looked it up. So it's a snack that used to be here. I think it used to have like a permanent stall, which might have been Refreshment Port, which is where we're going next. But I think beaver tail as a name is trademarked. And I wonder if they just like jumped the gun and they're like, we can use it. And they're like, hold your horses.
Yeah, because who would think beaver tail would be like, trademark?
Yeah, because it was like, I think a singular word, beaver tail. But it sounded good. It was like a cinnamon sugar pastry of some kind. But yeah, I was hoping that maybe they would have renamed it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's just
like a Disney beaver.
Gone. Yeah. I don't think there's a Disney beaver. There's a beaver in Lady and the Tramp. I don't know if he counts.
Yeah, I don't know if he has a name.
No, I don't think he does. I think he's just Mr. Beaver. But we're going to go to Refreshment Port. It's our last booth of the day. It is very hot. We are very full. But I can't leave without having some poutine. Let's go get some. Our final stop here is Refreshment Port, just on the edge of World Showcase. I'm going to be getting the braised beef poutine, French fries with braised beef, boursin garlic and fine herbs cheese sauce, cheese curds, crumbled boursin garlic and fine herbs, and a gherkin relish. I'm also going to be grabbing the Boulevard Brewing Company Cork Pineapple Orange Whip Hard Seltzer. So neither one of these things is new. These are returning things from previous years. I've not had the seltzer before, and it's from Kansas City, which is nice. Yeah, it's Boulevard. We are originally from Kansas City. So that's nice to see something from back home. It was a little expensive for what I wanted to spend, especially for a seltzer.
Yeah.
But orange whip pineapple sounds pretty good.
It's at least a big portion.
It is, yes, it is a big pour. Poutine is served year-round here at EPCOT, but it just changes seasonally. The boursin cheese is the seller for me. Of all the poutines, this is easily the best one.
Yeah.
And again, another item that is so heavy and dense that I should not be eating at the beginning of August. But here we are. Oh, that's heavenly. I love that. It tastes like sherbet.
Ooh,
Isn't that good?
Yeah.
I'm glad I got that. It tastes like the push pops, the ones in like little toilet paper tubes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They're not really toilet paper tubes, but like they're push pops.
The orange ones.
That's very good. This is so incredibly heavy and hot. Oh. Hello, ducky. Okay, sorry, distracted by animals. I got a bite there. Oh, I need a fry.
So you don't have a fry.
I don't even have a fry yet. Okay, good enough. Fry, Borson, meat, squeaky cheese. Hallelujah. That's so good. And it's actually not like hot. Like it is hot, but I think the cheese has cooled it down.
Probably.
So where like it doesn't feel like I'm just ingesting just molten lava hot, sit in your stomach, 90-degree day, French fries with meat. You can't have any of my poutine. You're very cute, but go away.
Yeah. That's really good.
I will say it's probably the most bang for your buck
Yeah.
out of anything we've had today, because it's, I think, $10, and it's a meal in itself. Like, this is 100% a meal.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is not something you just get to snack on like everything else we've had today. You said earlier that I've been kind of handing out Best the Fests. I'm doing it again. This is Best the Fest. I don't know if the seltzer's Best the Fest, but the poutine for sure is.
Yeah.
Well, friends, thank you guys so much for coming along with us on our first visit to EPCOT's International Food and Wine Festival 2023. What did you think about today?
It was pretty good. There was a lot of good food and drink today.
What did you think of the Pickle Milkshake? Because that's like the hot thing right now.
It was surprisingly good.
I
wasn't
also
expecting to like it as much as I did.
There's Pooh!
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Pooh. Lots of butterflies to catch. Distracted by bears coming through. Yeah, Pickle Milkshake was good. I was surprised by it. It was a very, very sweet vanilla and a little tinge of pickle.
Yeah.
It should not go together, but I thought it was pretty good. What do you think your best of the fest was for today?
Of the things that I personally bought, I would say the fisherman's pie.
That was very good. I was very surprised by that.
And then of the things that you bought, I would say the samosas.
I did love the samosas. Samosas are in my personal best of fest as well. I had 5 best of fest today because there was just so many good things that I had. It was the samosas, the lamington. Lamington was so good. That would immediately just like cut through. Oh, so good. The griddled cheese, of course. The Italian beef sandwich from America, and the poutine from Refreshment Port. I know that's a lot, but I legit loved every single bit of those foods. You guys probably noticed we did skip quite a bit of booths today. It's just hot. We're full. We're only 2 people. We can only eat so much. Hopefully, of all the things you guys saw today, you guys can narrow down the things you want to try when you guys come out here for Food and Wine Festival. Food and Wine Festival runs until November 18th, which is a super long time, so you guys have plenty of time to come here and try out all the new offerings, maybe even try some things that you guys have tried in the past that are back. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys like our video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell so you guys get updates on all our future adventures. And as always, thanks for making memories with us. We'll see you next time.